thing.
He does have mechanics and stuff, but is it just a ruse?
Yo, he fucking protected my Void Waker spec. Huh?
Holy shit. Oh my god.
How did he know? Varlin War Part 2. I've been hearing so much about this in the Discord because of you, Savage, and also others.
Yep.
So my expectations are on the fucking ground right now. Let's go.
No. Everyone was saying the new shit's good because Steel Dragons. What? Okay.
Hey, look, man, I did like every one of my Steel Dragon tests. I'll have you know.
Remember when we had the argument about the Kodai wand?
Yeah.
It's like the Kodai wand, but even worse.
It's even worse than the Kodai wand.
Yeah, instead of doing all bursting tasks with it, fucking Steel Dragons. Cool, dude. Not Valley teleports like 100k right now. What's going on?
You want me to do Corp for 3 minutes?
Alright,
what does that even mean?
I think
do I even get the Dragon Warhammer?
No, hang on. I can lower the stats for you. Oh, the cat tech, I see. Don't start the timer. I'll lower the stats for you, then you can come kill it, yeah?
Oh my fucking god.
New tech was worth it, by the way. So.
The new he found a way to deliver cats wherever he wants.
That's pretty good. I want a fucking 50-50 split if you get the drop though.
Sure.
I swear to God, if I spec this, I want the collection. Like,
what if I get the pet? Is there a Corp pet?
Just fucking cut it in half.
Cut it in half. I deserve.
Yeah.
You want the top half or the bottom half? All right. Oh my god, he became cats. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I actually, now that I think about it, I think I knew that the cat thing was a thing, but I've certainly never seen.
Do I sound like horrible, by the way?
No, you sound fine now.
You keep telling me I sound like shit when I join. You really hurt my self-confidence, bro.
I only tell you you sound like shit when you sound like shit.
Well, you sound mean when I join.
Only when you sound like shit.
Oh man. Bringing me back to high school.
Look, man, I mean absolutely no harm at all. Sometimes your voice just sounds really, really bad. Hey, our friend. Oh my fucking god. No, my looting bag. No. 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 What? It's so sad. No. Not my looting bag. No. Why? Martin says this is a tragedy of the greatest proportions. My looting bag. My looting bag. God damn it. Damn you all to hell. Yeah, right, well.
Casino wife says, hotbox the world, run our weed everywhere. I'm down.
Why Renar specifically?
It's the most weed like weed.
Is that real? We have weeds.
Yeah, but you're not gonna smoke warm, are you?
No, I mean like
Renar just sounds the best. I don't know. I know what weed is.
Did you just say I know what weed is defensively? Jesus Christ, dude.
I thought it'd be funny. It was funny. Yeah, I think I know what weed is, dude.
You have no idea how good I touch chicken butt. All right, y'all. Please make it stop. Oh, Zaku, you're just in time, y'all. Y'all just in time. Did I say y'all twice on accident? Did I say y'all on purpose once and then say y'all again after because I thought I needed to say y'all in that sentence? Because the brain rot is real, y'all. It's not good, y'all. That's a goddamn lie.
I tell you what, dude. I tell you what. Getting 1 mil GP is harder than getting a pet.
That's
right.
Definitely not true.
Of course it isn't. Jesus, can we catch the fucking freeze?
Actually, help. Ow.
Just run. Oh my god, I can't. I can't catch it. I've missed 17 times.
We're gonna fucking die to garage door.
Freeze him!
We're gonna fucking die to garage door, Savage. This is it.
Freeze him!
I'm trying. I'm fucking. There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. We're gonna fucking die to garage door, Savage. It's over. It's over, man. We had a good run, but it's over now. It's all over. I'm gonna mansplain your joke. I'm gonna mansplain how unfunny your joke is. Are you ready?
I don't know. I believe you. You're fine. You don't need to explain it to
me. Savage is like, the only thing worse than your unfunny joke is how Panda wants to explain why it's not funny.
Yeah.
Dopamine says, I don't care if it is hilarious. Dopamine says, Daft Punk is a mansplainer confirmed. I certainly am. I really, truly am.
That's all he does, man spread. Man spreads, man splains. Kink shames.
Zaku says I returned. As soon as we mentioned Zaku.
Every time.
Did you hear us mention you and then you said I returned, or did you not know that we were literally just talking about you? I missed this bed.
If you have a full inventory.
You have a full inventory and a pet out and your membership lapses, it just deletes the pet. Interesting. Because Zaku says I didn't know. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask, so you did talk about me. True. True. So Catgirl Frey said that they. Oh my God. I'm trying.
Save me, Jesus.
I missed. Well, Jesus can't save you, but maybe I can. No, you better sit with Jesus. You better sit with Jesus. No, I got him. That's fine.
Please, please.
Savage is a believer. He believes in Jesus now.
Hey, Stuck. Thanks for the hydrate.
Oh my God. Fucking.
That literally killed you because of the 2 levels. Thanks, Runescape. Imagine being a hardcore not happening to you.
Alright. I need to put it in the center of the screen or it's going to drive me goddamn nuts. Alright. Oh, hold on. It's overlapping with the other thing just barely, which is also going to drive me goddamn nuts. This is like the most important thing. It's slightly different. Oh my God. It's slightly different. Hold on. This also is going to drive me goddamn nuts. Hold on. Background opacity is 65%. I can fix this. The Spinos poison, whatever the fuck they are.
Is that the things in the water?
Oh, the spinel yips. God, are you even a RuneScape player?
You guys don't even know what a spinel lip is? What happened?
I wasn't paying attention to my health. Are you gonna teach me how to Smash Bros? That?
What?
Are you gonna teach me how to Smash Bros?
Yeah.
Anytime you like, man.
Yeah.
After stream, maybe.
I may have made a tactical mistake. Go. Ah! Wait. Yeah! We're profiting. We got stocks, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby. Let's go. Oh my God. It didn't matter. That's terrible. I should have just gone. Oh, there was like so much time left on the timer. That's fine. It's fine. You know, like, what's a timer anyway? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the captain of this ship, and I say we go now. Yeah, I'd break will end soon anyway. Fuck it. I'm that Daft Punk Panda. Hey, Snake. Hey, Agataza. What's up, guys? So last time, you guys missed it. We saved a life. We had 3 hours, not quite that long, 2.5 hours left in stream or so. And instead of continuing to do Hunter, we stopped early because we saved a life, which is perhaps the most important thing that we could do, right? And honestly, the sense of community, camaraderie, you know what I mean? I couldn't just continue playing after that. I was fulfilled emotionally. I was overwhelmed, you know? Agataza says explain. So we were doing Chinchampos as we are wont, and a friend, and by a friend I mean somebody else who was doing Chinchampos, came under fire. They were being attacked. And there's obviously very little, if anything, that I can do or say about that. But what I can do, right? One thing that I am capable of is I can go over to the person who's being attacked and I can stand on their tile, right? Because if you stand on somebody else, then in order to continue to attack that person, right, you have to kind of like choose which one you're attacking, right? And I did that. And there was another guy that was doing Chinchampos, and he saw that I did that. And the other guy doing Chinchampos came over and did the same thing that I did. So now there's two people that are not the guy that was getting attacked standing in the tile where the guy getting attacked is, right? So the PKer has to choose between the 3 targets every time he tries to attack any of us, right? And he's trying to focus down the one guy, right? And every time our guy isn't frozen, our guy will move a little bit and we'll move with him. And he like slowly but surely made a little bit of a distance. Like we got a little further away, right? And we got over to, here, I'll show you. We got over to this forest, right? This group of trees, right? And right around here, our guy, the guy that was frozen, that was being attacked, made it all the way over to these trees, right? Which is just like hell to get through because you got like no line of sight, whatever, right? And at the same time, the other guy that was helping, right? He went over here and teleported away. So I'm standing here and the PKer's in the middle. The PKer's like, I'm going to teleblock now. Like he tried to attack this guy, but he already teleported away. And he's like, I'm going to teleport you now since you're the last one who's in range and I already teleported out. So we all made it. Everybody made it out. It was a beautiful day. I didn't clip it because I didn't think it would make for a very good clip, to be honest. But it was an excellent moment and I couldn't ask for anything more. Also, I don't have any traps. All right, great. It's gonna be real fucking hard to do Chinchampos if I don't bring any traps with me. But yeah, we came together, 8 strong together, you know? Hey, Kolya. I hope you just heard the story because I don't want to have to tell it again. I just told the story. Actually, you can rewind in the broadcast to be fair. Like you literally just missed it. It's not that long of a story either. It's like, damn, I should have waited a few more seconds because like you literally missed it by maybe a minute. It's fine. Oh, hey, look. There's a man here. I think I'm going to let this guy be here because we're a little too close. We're a little too close to each other, I think. Kolya says, I just visited 2 people. First my mom and then a friend, both in the same hospital. Why is everybody in the hospital? Because it's free? Is that why? Also, how did you come to know that your friend and your mother were in the same hospital? Oh, yes, this hospital reads mental hospital? I don't know how to respond to that. I don't think that changes anything about my question. Oh, so your mom has been in the hospital for a long time and you made a friend in that hospital and that's why they're still in the hospital together. Okay. That makes way more sense. It's not that you had a friend who ended up in the hospital that you somehow knew was the same hospital as like your mom or whatever. It's just that you met someone there and they're still there. That seems reasonable. Oh my gosh, I'm drowning in Chinchompa interactions. I'm Chinchompa rich. So today, I am tired. But not just regular tired. Because regular tired is what you get every day. Today, I am advanced tired. And you might say, Panda, how is it that you ended stream early yesterday? And yet you come here today, on the day of my daughter's wedding, advanced tired. How the fuck do you have more time to sleep than normal, and you end up more tired than you've ever been? Well, you see, I went to sleep at, I think, 9:30. Maybe a little later than that. Not much, though. It was pretty early, right? And then I woke up at 3 a.m. And then I failed to go back to sleep. And I don't mean to say, oh, I woke up and I like failed to go to bed. No. I was in bed the whole time. I was unable to go back to sleep for hours. So remember when I said that I was tired before? Oh, it is so much worse. It is so much worse now. But that's okay. I don't feel aloof. I just feel regret. Not exactly. I'm okay. I'm mostly all right. Chloe says the area has a few different buildings with their different focuses. Okay. Akatasa says advanced tired means it's 99 rune crafting time. I know that struggle. I think if I tried to do 99 rune crafting right now, I would fall asleep. So no. I think advanced tired means the opposite of that. I think advanced tired means we go back to Hollowed Sepulchre. It's like I need to be engaged more, not less. Akatasa says my old ass would go to bed at 10 and be up by 4. That's crazy. That's not even enough time to sleep. I think I need, well, I think I should get 8 hours. Need is Need is probably correct, but I never get 8 hours. Not anymore. I haven't gotten 8 hours in a long time. But in theory, it's around there, I think, that I should aim for. Akadazis is not me too. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. Really just because of sleep though. Generally, I think I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's just like, and usually it's not even because like, oh, I'm like having trouble sleeping. Usually it's because it's like, ha ha ha, let's just hang out until 3 a.m. It's like, oh God, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So like, again, mostly it's fine, but I did poke the bear a little bit too much. I did the not sleeping too much, and now my body thinks that I'm not supposed to sleep. So, whoops. We'll fix it though. Or we'll die. You know, one or the other. How are we doing? Wow, 180k? That's pretty good. I could also, this is usually, if I'm up that early, I either take a walk or just go to the gym. The gym seems like a really well-adjusted way to handle that. So, same for walking. I don't like gyms though. People make me nervous. Koya says, I'll share some of my hours if I could. I get too much because my body just refuses to wake up. Refuses to wake up, huh? I don't think I've had that problem ever. I used to sleep a lot. But that was just because of depression, I think. Oh my God. I forgot how to do stuff. Like fully forgot how to play the game for a second. That guy came in and he was trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. This one. Goodbye. All right, we got away. All right, so maybe I am a little tired because that guy started attacking me and I was like, I wasn't like emotionally, you know what I mean? My heart rate didn't go up. My heart didn't skip a beat. I didn't go like Doki Doki thinking about my first crush or anything like that. Instead, that guy showed up and I was like, oh shit, we should probably do something. No, like actually do something instead of just thinking about doing something. No, like maybe I should respond. Oh, right, eating food. You know what I mean? Like that's that's where I was at. It wasn't good. Hey, Suck. Wait, what are you doing up so early? That's fucking crazy for you. Maybe you're more well adjusted now than you used to be. Thank you for the hydrate, Suck. I didn't need these traps. I have so many traps now. I only needed one of them. Dragonstone enchanted bolts. I don't want that. Wait, no, I don't want to take the trap. I want to lay the trap. I mean, I guess we still have enough space technically, so. Oh, wait, no, because it wants to pick up the trap. Shoot. That's okay. So what we'll do is we'll make a pile of traps here. All right, fantastic. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a weird day. It's gonna be a weird day. Every day is a weird day, but today's gonna be more weird than most, you know? Our goal today is to make it to the other end of today. Our goal today, objective, current objective, survive. You understand? That's literally all we're trying to do. Because it's gonna be a ride, I think. But that's okay. Hold on, I see your message, Kolya. Give me a second. Also, you're correct, Zach. I'm bad at reading. I mean, even on a good day, I'm bad at reading. Oh my god, look at this place. There's a fucking infestation. It's like the cows in Lumbridge. Alright, I want to move this, because that'll make it easier. I'm still not even like fully sure what happened to me. Hey, Kolya. Or Spot. Hello, Spot. Thank you for the Kolya redeem. That's... I mean, you knew what I was going for. It's fine. It's... All the words were there. Agadas is my partner and I have like opposite sleep schedules. So if I'm awake, he's asleep. That's fucking... actually tragic. Jesus. You just never get to see each other. Sleeping together is the most important thing to me as like a couple. I'm not a couple. I think you still understand what I mean though. That's the most important shared activity. Oh yeah, no, we're doing our best. Be patient with me. I'm very stupid today. Oh god. It's just gonna be a trip today, I guess. There's literally one sensory input coming in at a time, and I'm like, that's too much information. We're getting overloaded, bro. I'm overstimulated. That's not true. I'm not like actually struggling. I'm just, well, I am struggling, but I'm not struggling in that way. The word overstimulated is like one that's like fully new to me within the last like year or two. And it's like perfect. It's so fucking perfect. It's like, oh, so that's why I crash out sometimes in a way that I can't explain just because I feel like there's too much going on. The word is overstimulated. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, no. I've definitely been like, there's too much happening and I can't do anything. Like, finally, I understand. Shout out to like autism memes or whatever. They're really helpful because it's like, oh, not everyone sees things this way. Is that why everyone feels like I'm so fucking weird all the time? Oh, is that why I struggle with these things that normal people don't seem to struggle with? Thank you, autism memes. This is the therapy that I need. It's not the therapy that I need, but I'm not going to pay for therapy, so it's the closest I'm going to get. I still see you guys saying things, but I'm also very stupid. So, well, don't worry. I intended to catch up. It didn't really happen because there's just more Chinchampas now. I'm chasing the dragon that is Chinchampas. I'm riding the crazy train. You know, I was gonna make a joke about Crazy Train, And for some reason, Gravy Train came to mind as well. Is Gravy Train a thing? Because I was going to make a Crazy Train and Gravy Train joke. And then I realized that I don't know what Gravy Train is. And then I thought that Gravy Train might not be a thing. And instead, I just made that shit up. Which is incredible for like an association joke. Like a referential humor. You just make some shit up and act like it's part of a separate, simultaneous double reference. I think Gravy Train is just like an aphorism, right? In English. It's just when things are like going well. I think. I just don't know what it means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know why it means that, I guess. We're never going to be free. You understand? We can't escape from the Chinchampas. I know that you are saying messages, but I literally just can't. I just can't do it. It's too powerful. No. No. I am the master of my destiny. I can do this. Where are we? Police says it's not restful though. Oh, the sleep isn't restful? That is terrible. That's the worst kind of sleep. Koya says weird can be fun if annoying. Troubling isn't outweighing the weird. I have fully no recollection of things being weird. Wait, no, I said I was weird, right? Never mind. I remember. I don't think I'm fun, though. You know what I mean? They don't invite me to the parties for the... There's an end to that sentence. I just don't know what it is. Something, 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 stick in the mud. Something, something, something. You must be fun at parties. You know what I mean? Damn. Is this what it's like to not be able to think full thoughts? Good. Damn. I'm like, you see all the pieces are there though, right? That's pretty good. I'm sure you can understand. Like, imagine that like I am a character, right? That in like a screenplay, and I know the character extremely well, but I didn't read the script, right? That's where I'm at. Like, I definitely know what I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't have, the script is just like not there right now. You know what I mean? I'm just like not locked in. We're just like fully improving for like all of the scenes. So it's like mostly there, you know? Sucks says, I'm surprised you're doing the herb method with each individual box because I don't know how to do it properly. This is what I've got. This is the life that I live. Kolya says, what? That was when I messed up Kolya's name and Spot's name, I think. Akadasa says, I'm going to get you some coffee or something, Pit. I mean, we do. It's mostly just weekends when we're both off. Oh, I see. You sleep together to celebrate the weekends? That's cool. That's better than nothing, I guess. I think that coffee wouldn't help. Because what coffee would do is just make it so that either I'm A, more tired, or B, stupid faster. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make my brain work better. It just makes it so that I'm like more. I'm just more, I guess. It probably does help a little bit. But it doesn't seem like it helps a lot, no. Sucks this brain goes burr. It's not even. My brain is going like burr chick 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 burr chick chick. Like it's not good. Things are not correct. That's not the noise it's supposed to be making, I think. Like, I'm not a mechanic, but I'm pretty sure that's not right. I don't think it's supposed to be smoking like that. Oh, this is for real, and then says, holy shit, you're definitely tired. But so long, don't mind. It's too much. I'm not complaining. You're even more funny. You know, I'm not upset. It's fine. One day every now and then, it's not that bad. I've probably not been this tired before on stream, actually. That just means that I'll be more affectionate than normal. That's fine. What do you guys like when you're real tired? When I'm real tired, I'm real affectionate. And that's why I'm afraid of being drunk. Feel like I'm going to be way too honest. People are going to find out how much I like them. And I can't stand that. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a problem, but it's a real problem for me. You know, I started that sentence thinking it was going to end in a joke, but instead it was just real. Which is fitting, actually. That makes sense. I thought we were going to end with a punchline, but instead I just told you the truth. So, you know, that's fine. Whoops. It's cool. My persona on stream is just me being genuine most of the time anyway. Which is weird to say, considering that I also said that I am not that nice. That's not what I said. I said that I wasn't that I can do this. Affectionate. We got there. That's not the same as being nice. But they're similar, I guess. We got there. Oof. That was like full brain processing power for a second. Holy shit. We had to line up all the fucking brain cells to get to affectionate. We got there though. We got there. It's fine. Cloisus, you talk like me when I've done got fibro fog. It's exactly that struggle. Oh, you know, it's funny because I think I know people with fibromyalgia other than you, Kolya. And I get it now. I understand. I mean, I knew that they were there. You know what I mean? And it was just like, you just gotta wait. Just like, be patient. They'll get there. You know what I mean? But like, I never realized, it's like, yeah, no, they're there. They just aren't like, the things aren't doing quite. Kolya's coffee link keeps your energy levels at the point that they are right now. It doesn't truly wake you up. So drinking coffee when tired is kind of useless. Is that true? Because like people wake up and drink coffee because they're tired to wake up. So I feel like that shouldn't be true. Like people were like, yo, I'm not even awake until I have my coffee. Like I'm actually like literally still sleeping until my coffee is consumed. Police is affectionate. Whiny. If I have to move. Very silent. That's crazy. I'm never silent. I never shut the fuck up. No, that's not true. I shut the fuck up whenever I feel like I'm gonna cause problems. My tactical move is being less loud. You know, I thought I was gonna land on something that was funnier than that, but that's the best that I had. Akadas, still don't make me redeem the end stream reward. It's not gonna help because I'm just gonna be back in 3 hours, 2.5 hours to play Apex. And then after that, for Core Keeper, you know what I mean? If you think that I'm gonna go to sleep by ending this stream, it's just you're just gonna miss out on whatever the fuck this is, which might be which might be a justice, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's a good thing, but you know, I'm in prime form. That's not it. I'm in unique form. And you know, like there's something to be said for like going on a trip. I feel like I'm mostly here. Is it weird to say that I feel like I'm mostly here? Like I'm gathered my facilities. I'm back. I'm online. I don't feel sleep drunk at all. I'm back. Or locked the fuck in. I know how to say sentences. I'm not confused anymore. My second wind is in full stride. I just needed to talk myself through it. Now it's fine. I'm awake. I'm alive. Greetings. I'm not that Punk Panda. You are Agataza and Kolya and also Suck. And Snake was also here. See? I know stuff. My facilities are here. Brain fog. What brain fog? I'm locked the fuck in. 2 plus 2, that's 4. Quick maths. I don't have anything else that I can use. It's like proof of mental acuity. Was it mental acuity? I suppose so. I could ask this is ancient meme. Oh, I could go way more ancient than that. I heard you like mudkips. There's probably more ancient memes even than that. Got milk? Hell yeah. That's like a proto meme. Or the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Like that me, like it's not even a meme. It's like a marketing slogan. But that's like also a meme now. It's like retroactively, it's been retroactively knighted into memedom. Like we can go way the fuck back if that's what it takes. Do I have anything older than that? It wasn't really a meme, but it could have been. I think they said FUBAR in Saving Private Ryan. When did Saving Private Ryan air? Like in theaters? Was that like 1990s? It's set in the 40s, but I think it's like a much more recent movie than that. Maybe it was like early 2000s, in which case it's not older than Got Milk at all. Actually, I think Got Milk is like 80s and before even. So like it's probably not even competitive anyway. Didn't they say FUBAR was French? It is not. Fragile, now that's a meme. And that's also French. It's French as shit. It's my favorite French word. No, no, that's omelette. Omelette au fromage. I learned that from Saku. He taught me one thing in French. He also tried to teach me how to pronounce coup de grace. That one didn't stick. I'm gonna be honest. I fully don't know how to say that one still, but I think that's close though. Like my American accent can only do so good, you know? And by American accent, I mean like Yankee accent, I guess. I sound like I'm from the North, but I don't sound like I'm from New York, right? There's a bunch of places that sound like me, but you get it. You understand. You know the fuck is up. I feel like I'm here again, mostly. Chloe, you said so much in that fucking message that I'm like intimidated emotionally. Chloe says, even I know Got Milk? That's like almost inexplicable, to be honest. The reach of that marketing campaign is intense. Agatha says, let's go into the Rage comics. Why you know? Are any of them verbal other than why you know? Trollololololololol, I guess. Can you communicate literally any of them except for those two verbally? I think there's another one that's like not even close or says something similar. It's been a long time since that shit's been relevant. That is pretty ancient, but it's still newer than a lot of other stuff too. Like I think Rage comics were like post YouTube, for example. All right, we're gonna try and read what Kolya said. Kolya says, during fibro, I struggle to coherently form sentences. Process of variation, I can't hold thoughts for very long. And I become more forgetful, struggle to remember things I've asked. Those definitely seem very related to each other. I still understand everything. I'm not stupid. Or such. I just suddenly... It's just suddenly a switch has been flipped and well, guess we're doing toddler speech. That's interesting. kind of a weird feeling being tired. Definitely feels like something's distinctly wrong, but in a way that's like really hard to qualify. Like it feels like a physical thing as well. Feels like part of my brain is outside of my head and also arranged slightly wrong. Like part of my cerebellum is just like twisted upwards or something and floating in space above my head. Koya says, in a way, dissociative. I don't actually feel that so much when I'm tired. Well, I don't feel that any more when I'm tired than any other time. I definitely don't feel... How do I say this? I think that's a friend? He doesn't look like a friend. He certainly was not a friend. Oh, that's kind of bad. I didn't realize that it drained my prayer. It's really unfortunate timing. No, whoops. That's fine. Kolya says, wait, why are we fighting suddenly? Because he tried to kill me, Kolya. Fuck do you mean? I wasn't fighting. He was killing me. Agatas says, people are weird. My man's just over here hunting. That's not weird at all. He had to do a lot. He started with a teleblock. Oh no, so he was, I thought he started with a freeze, but I guess not. It seemed like he spellbook swapped, but not really. Koya says, I saw the spider boss and then the player. I mean, you gotta look at your screen, Koya. I can't help you if you're not using your eyeballs. Koya says, dissociating is literally feeling that you stand beside your own body, a disconnected body and mind. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with the idea. Koya says, didn't go as far as fleeting into the boss. It wasn't like better. Hey, Spawn. But it also wasn't like terribly worse in some ways. It kind of depends. Just running might have been better. So let's see. We would have made it. I would have had more prayer too. I think the plan is usually just to run to the wilderness ditch. Running through these woods probably would have been pretty good too. Just for breaking line of sight. It's a little hard to say. Mostly I don't like going to Spindel in retrospect because of the damage that you take from the prayer damage that you take. If not for the prayer damage, I wouldn't mind going that way. I think it's actually better because homie ended up taking a lot of damage, not just from me, but also from Spindel itself. But standing in the webs when snared is like really, really bad. It's really, really unlucky that Spindel targeted me every single time too. Kolya says I have 123,000. Oh, 1, 2, 3 channel points. That doesn't like fully is not relevant to like the way that I like look at stuff. That's why I was like, why are you telling me how many channel points you have? But it's because 1, 2, 3 is significant to you. It's that like a numerology thing almost. Do I need anything else? Get some of these. Seems fine. Oh, I'm wearing that already. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, running probably was the thing to do there. Like literally just continue running south. But I wanted to try Spindel. And it works in some ways, but it doesn't work in others. The prayer drain is the biggest problem. Agadot says, does he even get anything for killing you? Yeah, he got my 300k in Blackton Jumpos, or however much I had. He got... Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't show the Jumpos, but yeah, they were there. There was about 300 of them or so. Or 300k or so, maybe a little more. So yeah, no, that was definitely worthwhile for him. Well, just the prayer drain could be utilized to have the player be drained of the prayer tooth. That's fully not true, Kolya. You don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. So the only reason the prayer drain affected me is because I was standing on... Yes, fully not true, Kolya. Because the only reason it worked on me is because I was standing on the web, right? And the only reason I was standing on the web was because I was snared by the PKer. I'm not going to snare the PKer on the web because I don't have that ability, right? So the prayer drain's only bad for me. There's no chance that he's gonna just stand on the shit and get his prayer drained. That's not gonna happen. They always have ranged weapons and shit like that. It's fully not happening. Yeah, no, that's not true at all, Kolya. Sorry, dude. The food did work though. Kolya says in the noob's eyes it made sense. Yeah, and that's why I felt the need to correct you. Because like that is, I'm not gonna let you misunderstand the situation like that. That's not correct at all. This is a very solvable problem in a lot of different ways. The way that I'm choosing to do it is just to run. But running to Spindel isn't really the answer. It works in some ways, but the reason why you would do it is because every transition screen makes it a little harder for someone to follow you, but it's not enough, even close to enough. And my mobility is very much more inhibited than theirs. But yeah, if I just ran southwest through the trees, probably would have been a little better. Just run that direction. I don't know if I would have made it to the trench, but I definitely could have theoretically made it that far. I only got frozen 5 or 6 times. Mostly it was just the prayer drain that really messed me up. Because when you're not protecting from magic and stuff, it makes it way harder to get anywhere. Sometimes I see the wilderness skull, and I think that there's a person over there. I don't think that has anything to do with me being tired. It's just my peripheral vision failing me. I mean, sort of failing me. All right, later, Koya. Don't worry about it. Kind of wonder how much damage that other guy took. seemed like he was definitely encumbered. It definitely didn't seem like it was an easy kill, but it's hard to say. I'm also not sure how Spindel's targeting works, because it seemed like it was very consistent that I was the one getting the web under me, but I'm not sure that that's actually true. I think that was like RNG, because it's not like a group boss. I'm not even sure if you can like mutually kill Spindel, to be honest. Like if you wanted to, could you do that solo boss together? I don't think you can. So it's like a weird multi. I don't know. Maybe like only the person who gets majority of damage gets the drop is probably the situation, I imagine. So like I can attack Spindel if I want to. Probably. I mean, that's how like almost all group content works in this game, right? So I guess you definitely could. You just wouldn't get the KC as you would in the other wilderness bosses that are like truly multi or group bosses, if you will. I wonder how popular the wilderness bosses are. The group wilderness bosses. The solo ones I know people do. Not as much as people do Chinchompas though. This has got to be like the most populated area in the wilderness I've ever been to. Even more than the Chaos Altar. Partly because you stay here rather than just pass through the Chaos Altar. I've been to the Rogue's Castle. It's not nearly as active as this place. Or the Wilderness Altar. I don't think I've ever seen more than like 3 people there at once. Now out in front of it for PKing, like I guess pre-arranged PKing things, I've seen a few people for that, maybe 6 or 8. But like actually doing like Rogue's Castle chests, not at all. Like maybe 3. Here, I saw like on screen at once, I've probably seen as many as like 6 or 7 people. And like looking for a world or whatever, like I had to like hop to find a place that was not occupied or whatever. Obviously you can share the Rogue's chests, right? But even then I would still only find at least or at most like 1 or 2 other people. Like I never needed to look for an open world. If I wanted to find an open world, it wasn't that hard. So yeah, no, I don't really agree that Rogue's Castle is anywhere near what this place has. I'm sorry, your name is QB Sand? QB Sand, huh? What's the QB for? Or is it a pun? Is it QB saying? Quarterback? Oh, okay. Interesting. what's that football team? I think in Dragon Ball Z Abridged they had the East City Westmans. It's the only connection I can make between Dragon Ball and football. Oh wait, they have similar names as well. Somehow I only just now realized in this moment that Dragon Ball and football. Because it's like a different, you know, I mean, you know what's up. I just didn't think about it until now, huh? What about my name? I like the music. That's like most of it. I don't think I really need to explain the panda theming. I don't like pandas as much as you might think, though, to be honest. They're like mostly okay. It's mostly like a color scheme thing, I guess. Could just as easily be zebra, I guess. I don't really like do stripes though, so not really, but also panda invokes not the right culture, but you know, is proximally more appropriate than zebras. Zebras don't have much to do with anime. Neither do pandas, but you get what I'm saying. They're closer. Like, literally, geographically closer. I'm sure there's other black and white creatures. But I guess I just like pandas better than zebras. This is kind of what it boils down to. Which, honestly, is probably most people. Zebras are kind of assholes. They're like horses, but bitier. I kind of don't mind dying because it allowed me to. Well, I mean, obviously, I would rather escape than die, but anytime there's someone that shows up that, like, tests my strategy here, it is helpful in a way. Because it does seem like, yeah, it's really like a wilderness ditch situation. Mostly just because of the prayer drain. If not for that, I feel like that would be a decent place to, like, burn their resources, to be honest. Like, mix them up a little bit. But it is, like, one side is the entrance, one side is the exit as well. I kind of wonder if, like, Callisto or Artie, yeah, Artie would be a better boss to run through. Because I definitely have movement mechanics down in a way that I'm, like, pretty confident. More confident than I imagine most PKers would be, because I've done Hollow Sepulchre and they probably haven't. QB Sand says you're pretty close to maxing about 100 hours. Maybe for you. I think it's going to be quite a bit more than 100 hours for me. But we'll see. Obviously, you meant 100 hours in game, as do I, but I don't think I play quite that efficiently. I mean, you can kind of tell I'm definitely not doing this the right way, but I also don't know how to do the better method yet. Something that I don't know, put some time into learning at some point. Just trying to do something consistent for now. Try to get this at least into my bones. And we'll switch it up when I feel more confident, which could be like this Tuesday, maybe even. I want to try and like watch some YouTube videos where people are like explaining how to do the like one tick method, because I've read all that there is to read basically on the wiki and stuff. I just don't fucking understand it. QB saying says, yeah, what are you gonna do for the rune crafting? I think the fastest thing that I could do is Arania. No day alt essence, because I'd have to mine the day alt, and that's not faster. I mean, it is AFK, but it's not faster. It's like objectively not faster. And if I hate Arania, we'll do Guardians of the Rift instead. I have access to the achievement diary cape though, so I could do nature runes. I don't think that's going to be faster though. And that's kind of the name of the game, is like whatever's faster. I'm willing to do a lot in the name of speed, but some things are just too hard for me to do as well. And some things are too boring as well. As you can see, my rate is not very good right now, partly because of a peak air, but also because I'm bad. Herbivore is actually faster than this by a good amount, good 10 or 20% almost. And I'm not doing that because Herbivore is boring to me. It's very, very dry content, which is fine if you're like watching a TV show or stream while you're playing. But for me, I couldn't do it for very long. I did it for an hour to give it a chance, and I just can't do it. I mean, I can, but I won't enjoy it. Somehow I enjoy this. Boya says, guess what? You failed to sleep. Not much of a guess, I guess. I wonder if they fixed the bug in Guardians of the Rift. You could summon a Guardian right as the game was ending, sort of, if you do it like tick perfect. And what would happen is you would just get an extra Guardian for the next round. You would just go to the front of the arena and just wait for the next round to start. And when that's an overcharge Guardian, you kind of do be fucking. In theory, you could even do it if you have another person. You could do 2 at the same time. Then you could have 2 extra overcharge Guardians, even in duos, right? And they don't count against your total at all as well. So like, kind of sick. Technically an exploit though, I would say. Not in the way that it's like, you know, I don't know if it would be like bannable per se, but it's definitely something where you're like taking advantage of the game fucking up, you know? But like, that's also, you know, prayer flicking and tick manipulation, and you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of shit like that in the game that's like perfectly fine. So I don't know if I would go so far as to say that it's like a problem, if like it's cheating somehow. But yeah, I definitely don't do it on purpose. I've done it. I did it on accident at first, and I've done it since then on accident as well, to be honest. Well, not exactly on accident. The first time I replicated it, I was not exactly trying to do it, but you get what I'm saying? It was like, I feel like this is what happened. And then when I confirmed that it was a thing that you could do, I mean, like, it's not even something that you wouldn't just like stumble into anyway, because you're incentivized obviously to make guardians, especially as the game ends, because like you have nothing to do with the cells that you just got from like ending the game or whatever, and it just gives you free rune crafting and also I think crafting experience. So like there's no reason not to, right? But if you just time it exactly the right time, you'll get an extra guardian. He won't die. Koya says my left wrist hurts it has been hurting for a few days because of repetitive strain. That's not terribly surprising. Koya says I predicted it. Didn't expect it to happen so early though. Are you left-handed? Are you using a mouse? I imagine that's the repetitive strain. Koya says no. I'm right-handed. My guess is that I was drumming. And Koya thinks it's because of the weird angle. When you're using a keyboard for games. Why are you sitting at a weird angle? Koya says not quite. What the fuck do you mean not quite? I just read what you said. I didn't read every word that you said. Like out loud, but I read everything that you said. What the fuck do you mean not quite? Hello? Koya says you mushed drumming and keyboard at an angle out loud. I didn't. No, I said one thing and then I said the other thing. They're just two different things. I connected them with and. What are you, Koya, what are you fucking talking about? You trying to gaslight me right now? Just because I'm tired doesn't mean that you can gaslight me for free. Hello? Koya says, I think you skipped a whole line of my text. No, I didn't. Koya, I can read without saying the words. You say a lot of things that I don't want to repeat, Koya, because you say like medical information and shit all the time. So I read what you say before I read it out loud most of the time. because I don't want to just repeat like your medical shit for no reason. So I was skimming what you were saying. I read it and I was like, okay, well, I don't need to say these parts. And then when I said the weird angle thing, I realized that was associated with your keyboard and not with drumming. Yeah, no, I'm reading what you're saying, Kolya. I'm reading it in a weird way because you say, in my opinion, too much information, and that's why I don't want to just repeat everything that you say verbatim. I'm not comfortable saying all the shit that you say. Even though it's your information, I'm still not fucking about to be the one conveying all that. Too much for me. Savage has been saying the same thing for a long time, though, that people nowadays just don't care about, like, their privacy in the same way that, obviously, people used to. Which is, like, crazy to me, but, you know, it is what it is. Voices that sounded way more shady? What did? Voices, I tried to phrase it 3 times now, but I struggle. None of my attempts made sense. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Not a huge deal. Shit, I wish I had remembered. I wanted to ask Suck a question. Just like no way she would remember, but on the off chance that she does. Do you think there's a lot of seasonal viewers on Twitch? Like they only watch Twitch in the summer? Seems very likely to me, especially like kids. I learned so much about Venom. There was a guy on YouTube who was like, he had a problem with Venom's outfit, Venom's costume, and I didn't even notice that there were different Venom costumes. But not only are there different ones, but originally each Venom costume corresponds to a different host, because Venom's the name of the symbiote, right? But the person who is the host of the symbiote changes a lot. Usually it's Eddie Brock, but it can be a bunch of other people as well. And Eddie Brock's Venom, the original Venom, maybe he's not the original Venom, but Eddie Brock's Venom design is the one that you probably would, well, actually, there's now such an influential design that you probably wouldn't do Eddie Brock's, but it's like the classic 90s looking one with like all the legs together, like kind of like a rainbow. That's Eddie Brock's design. And there's another design, which is the one that's like ubiquitous now, which is when the legs are splayed out and they like go up over the shoulders and like around the like ribs as well. That, I forget what the guy's name is, but it's the villain name is the Scorpion. This apparently the Scorpion at some point was a Venom host as well, and his design is the one that originally had that. And then roughly since then, Venom's just been really inconsistent. Like, it doesn't really have a lot to do with who is the host as to what the design looks like, and it'll like change based on all kinds of different things. And like, if Peter Parker uses the symbiote again, he won't look the same way that he used to. He'll just look different for like no real reason. Also, Venom will look more and more like Hulk-like sometimes, which there's like reasons for that as well a little bit, but like, it's just one of those things where it's like not very consistent character design across different artists, and even the same artist, like even in the same comic book or across, you know, several different panels, the design can shift in ways that are like perhaps insignificant, but definitely notable, which is very fascinating to me. It's one of those things that like Venom's the only one who's treated that way, I think. TB Sans says, in New Avenger versus Aliens comic, Venom merges with a xenomorph. Feels like it would be more of a Carnage thing than a Venom thing, but that's interesting. It depends though, because obviously Venom originally was much more just a monster, but nowadays Venom is like firmly in like anti-hero territory. You know what I mean? Or maybe the Xenomorph would get Venom and a Predator would get Carnage, because Predator's even more Carnage than the Xenomorph is in some ways. They do have like a pretty strong Predators, you know what I mean? They do have a pretty strong like sense of morality in some way. So I could see them vibing with Venom in a way that like they wouldn't vibe with Carnage, but like the weapons, the arsenal thing, that's definitely a Carnage thing. Venom doesn't really do that kind of shit. He's got like tendrils and tentacles, but Carnage like will full on make like axes and shit like that, which is very Predator feeling to me. So I guess ultimately I could see, rather than the Predators using Carnage, I could definitely see someone with a Carnage symbiote, the Carnage symbiote, fighting a Predator in a way that would be satisfying. That feels like a suitable matchup. But yeah, I don't know very much about like the comics. I've never really read a comic book myself. Like I said, I was just watching a YouTube video. It was very interesting to me. I don't remember the name of the guy. It was brand new, just on my feed. But if you made that YouTube video, good shit. Well done. I think it was like Shiva, something. being that I was not sleeping and should have been sleeping, trying to sleep even, I ended up learning about Venom and Gray Jedi. Just like a weird pair of things to learn about, but apparently, and I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan at all. I've seen like a few of the movies, you know what I mean? And like a random few of them as well. But a couple of my friends are like way into Star Wars. Like they love that shit. They like care deeply about Star Wars, but like fucking hate the like sequels or whatever. And one thing that I learned from them is the idea of like Gray Jedi. And I was surprised to find out from this YouTube video that apparently they're not extremely canon. I mean, they were like legacy EU content. But like even in the expanded universe, like the way that it was described, it's still not quite what I understood them to be. Which I think is also what like the popular belief is for them. But you know, I'm not gonna say that my homies are like wrong about them or in any way. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know Star Wars like they know Star Wars. And maybe I just misunderstood, but I thought what I thought Gray Jedi were from their explanation was like, oh yeah, they use, you know, the light side of the Force and the dark side of the Force. You know, they just do what they want to actually be balanced. But this YouTube video was like, first of all, what the fuck? And secondly, no. It's pretty interesting though, pretty compelling. But again, not something that I like am in a position to like really weigh in on. I just found it interesting. Oh, hi, Suba. I guess we're gonna reset because the interactions with the Chinchompas faded to literally nothing, and I have 800,000 gold in my fucking pockets. Look at that stack of 300 Chinchompas there for you. Not bad. Not amazing. You can use them a lot faster than you can get them too. Oh, I can't because that's funny. You need 2 spots. All right. Maybe not the best way to prep before Apex. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Sleeping's a good thing and you should do it more. He mostly says to himself. I kind of feel like I'm here now, though. Before I felt like really spacey and like I didn't know what was going on a little bit. But now I feel like I'm fine. I'm back. Second wind is fully in swing. Able to say sentences and everything. Who the fuck is this guy? Flew to her? I wonder where that guy's going. Is that the person that was scouting out Spindel? I think so. Yeah. They ran that way instead of towards Spindel, but maybe they're helping someone do combat achievements or something. Where's Corporeal's beast's lair? I know it's somewhere here-ish, like in the wilderness. Oh, there it is. Is that a PvP area? If I just enter that cave, am I out of the wilderness? Because I know where you fight Corp. I think the area just outside of Corp is also not PvP, but where you fight Corp, it's not PvP either, and can be even instanced. I wonder if that's the place that I should be running. Or does teleblocking stop me from entering there as well? I guess I could find out. I can just get afflicted by teleblock and try and go. Surely it wouldn't, because no one suggested that to me. And surely I'm not the first person to think of Corp. Everybody says to go to the ditch. I'm curious. I don't really want to find out when I'm being chased. But I could, I guess. Why did I sound like I was fucking dying? Jesus. Every character in a movie who coughs dies. Nobody can just have a cold. I think I remember somebody, it was like a YouTube short or something, saying like, name a movie that doesn't have a scene where people are eating food. And they were like, it might sound mundane to you, but it's actually fucking impossible. Every movie has a scene where they're eating food. Which is striking to me, if that's true. But I certainly can't think of a movie off the top of my head that actually doesn't have that. Which has got to be remarkable. Like, you telling me that there's some kind of a checklist, you know what I mean? Like, somebody's making a movie, they're like, and we have to have the scene where they're eating food, obviously. It's a pretty common set piece, I'm sure, because it's a great way to get people together and communicating information, but it's shocking to me that it's like that ubiquitous. It's almost like a crutch in a way. Look here, you can relate to these characters because they're eating food. Because it's not even just for comedy for communication, for like people like in the setting, like in the actual movie, like communicating with each other, conveying ideas that are either new to the audience or to like build rapport or establish rapport. But it's even like a person by themselves eating, like, take a bite of this asshole. Nope. Take a bite of this apple so you look like an asshole type thing. One of the cinema sins, dude. QB saying says Transformers 1. I think there's like a jelly donut scene or something. There's that black guy. He's got like donuts or something, doesn't he? Isn't that like a thing? I feel like there's like, not only is there food in that movie, but that food is like a bit of a gag. QB saying says, no, it's the CGI movie. I'm sorry, are you talking about... Oh, okay, you're fair. I didn't establish I'm talking about live action movies. That's fair. I didn't qualify the definition or whatever, but like, yeah, no, I meant live action movies. That's fair. I guess I should have mentioned that, because like I could think of a lot of like, especially like extreme sci-fi settings or whatever, where like food is just like not even a thing. Especially in like animated sequences, you know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely, yeah, no, definitely there are options there. I mean like live action movies, like movies shot on location with like actors and directors. Toya says, I wonder, I saw a few Transformer movies many years ago. They might have one movie against them without food. I have no idea. I was reading what QB saying was saying Transformers 1 meaning the CGI movie, as opposed, which by the way, Transformers 1 being the name is like needlessly confusing for someone. I would have assumed Transformers 1, by Transformers 1 you were meaning like the Michael Bay Transformers with Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. You know what I mean? That has with Shia LaBeouf, you know what I mean? Like the first Michael Bay Transformers movie, which I'm pretty sure has like a fucking powdered donut, jelly donut scene with the black guy like on at the Hoover Dam for some reason. Like I feel like that's a thing that actually happens. It's been 20 something years probably since I've seen that movie. It probably came out in about 2003. Yes, QB saying says yes, he eats the whole plate. Yes, like I was like, I feel like it's a thing that actually happens. Yeah, you're totally correct. That is exactly the line from the movie. Oh my fucking god. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm fucking like fighting my demons over here trying to think of that shit. All right, but yeah. If you're talking about the animated movie Transformers 1, which I hear is fantastic, by the way. That's not surprising to me that there isn't a food scene. But yeah, I was thinking live action. My bad. But yeah, Kolyo was also thinking of live action, but I don't know all of the Transformers movies that well, to be honest. I've only seen the first 2, 3. I've seen the one with the... Okay, so I saw the first one. I saw the second one, I think, because that's the one with the like old plane that like combines with Optimus Prime. I think that was the second one. I don't know if the third one was, I think, Age of Extinction with the Dinobots or whatever. I haven't seen the one with the dinosaurs. I know that. I just don't know if that's the third one. Yeah, I've probably only seen the first 2. That guy just fucking attacked that. What the fuck? Oh. I thought he was attacking me for a second. I was like, what are you doing, dude? But yeah, he was just attacking those Strage and Jambos. Like, I wouldn't even be offended if he was attacking me necessarily. It's just like, bro, you think you're gonna kill me with a unenchanted magic short bow? Like, oh, okay, good luck. I got a lot of range defense, bro. I don't think that's happening, but you know. God, I should know the name of that actor, the black guy from the first Michael Bay movie, the first Michael Bay Transformers. He's definitely famous. He's like very commonly a funny guy in movies and stuff. I'm not sure that he is, but I feel like he might have been Kenan and Kel. Is his name Kenan Thompson? Is that the name of the actor, Kenan? Sometimes they do that in Nickelodeon shows. They name the characters after the actors, which is a weird thing to do. But, you know, it's fine, I guess. Shout out to Kenan and Kel. As much Kenan and Kel as I've seen, I don't remember it very well at all, except for the horror movie special. But I do remember the horror movie special. It's not even like a horror movie. It's like a kid's horror movie. Boy says, is Jumanji a horror movie? In my opinion, it should be classified as such. It is, I think. I think it's more of a horror movie than anything else. It's like not like terribly scary, but like for kids horror movies, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it is, but maybe it isn't. I don't know what genres it actually would have. It's a bit of a comedy too. They kind of just like, if a movie has too many different things going on or whatever, they just like say it's a drama and that's it. QB saying says the movie Keanu with Key and Peele doesn't have an eating scene. The movie Keanu? I don't know anything about that movie. I've never heard of it. I know who Key and Peele are, and I know who Keanu Reeves, right? I know who that is, but I don't know anything about that movie. Maybe that's true. And like I said, it wasn't like my challenge to you. I'm not like a movie buff who could definitely verify any particular, you know what I mean? It was just a YouTube short or whatever that I was watching. I was like, yeah, no, I can't think of one. But yeah, that might be it. You might have got it. QB Sane says, I took the challenge. No, I got you. I understand. Look, and as far as I'm concerned, you fucking won. But if I watch the movie Keanu with Key and Peele, and there's an eating scene in that movie, you understand that you're dead to me, right? You betrayed my trust for the last time, QB Sane. You understand that, right? Your entire reputation of me is staked on this one particular factoid now. QB Sane's like, wait, hold on. one second. Let me double check. He sips some milk for a cat. I think that's an eating scene, bro. I think that's an eating scene. No, it is though. It is though. That's mastication. That's proper caloric consumption. Koya says, then it's messed up to watch the movie with a bunch of 9-year-old kids. I was so traumatized. No, that's fine. Koya says, nah, he's just making sure it isn't spoiled by drinking milk, therefore consuming calories, therefore eating. What do you mean? It's like saying like, oh, well, he's not eating the food. He's just making sure that it's not poisoned by testing it for the king. It's fucking eating, bro. You just didn't eat the whole fucking plate. Also, wouldn't you just smell it and to know that it's not spoiled rather than drinking it? My milk might be spoiled, by the way. It's like separating in the container. I have like a pint or whatever, and there's like a layer on the top of it that's like clearer than the rest of it, which seems not normal for milk. Koya says, yeah, that is spoiled. Oh, God. Yeah, I thought it might be. I was like, that's probably not good. QB Sand says, nah, he rescues a cat and is letting a cat know it's safe to drink. Oh, he's proving to the cat by consuming the milk that it's safe. I see. I don't think the cat would be skeptical whether or not it's spoiled, but I definitely could see a cat not being trusting. Joy says that will stink. Yeah, it's fine. I just want to open the thing. Yeah, when I bought that milk, I was pretty worried about drinking it all because I don't really drink milk, being lactose intolerant and all. I ended up using it once for a shepherd's pie, which is exactly what I got it for. And then I didn't use it at all after that. Oh, hey, look. He's got a fancy Dinsbo work. Look at that guy. An ornamental Dinsbo work, even. Colin says, do you have lactose-free milk in your stores? Probably. I'm not like a huge fan of milk to begin with anyway, so it's not like I only bought it because the recipe called for it, you know? Not like excited to drink milk. I just drink water. But yeah. It's definitely one of those things where I'm much less inclined to basically take people's advice with regards to like buying foods, because they're like, oh man, you should, you know, buy these things so that you can use them for food. And then the food just goes fucking bad because I don't know how to make stuff with it. So it's like, yeah, no. I definitely felt like I was getting judged in the past for like buying the same kinds of things all the time or whatever and not like cooking all that much. But like in reality, those people don't know not only my life, but also like what I'm capable of making. You know what I mean? Like what is reasonable to expect me to cook. So I think I'm just not going to let it bother me. It's one of those things, you know, like you want to listen to people, you want to take their advice, but like sometimes it's just like bad advice, like objectively bad advice. Not that it's their fault, right? They don't know what my life is like. Oh, hey, Soccer. What's up, dude? You alright?
Hello. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm muted.
I see. Toys says, funnily enough, milk hydrates you more than water. Not in a way that matters. I think I've seen probably exactly the chart that you're talking about. It doesn't matter. And also, even if it was a significant difference, milk is also more expensive than water is. So, like, that's fine. I don't care. Hagada's is true water enjoyer panda. I don't like love water. It's fine. It's just, I don't feel any reason to replace it with anything. No, milkshakes and ice cream, those I do love. And you might say, hey, if you love milkshakes, shouldn't you have a use for milk? And I would say, if I knew how to make milkshakes, perhaps. What the fuck am I looking at, dog? Weird. Also, like, I probably wouldn't make milkshakes all that much. I don't like buy ice cream or whatever, you know? Even though I like it, I just don't buy it. I don't have enough freezer space, you know? I need freezer space for pizza and vegetables. Though I did buy canned vegetables to try them instead. And maybe that'll free up some freezer space. So I think that functionally there's not a big difference. Just one of them's frozen and the other's not. No, I mean, one of them's also in brine, I guess, but that's okay. Do you like water, Saku?
Yeah, but I prefer milk. But I shouldn't drink milk all the time.
It's illegal.
No.
Hoya says milk, ice cream, and blend it. Put it in the fridge. If you want something fruity, then take vanilla ice and fruit juice. I do have a blender. But like I said, still not about to make that happen. And if you think milk is expensive water, juice, that's even fucking worse. It's expensive sugar water. It's all the worst parts of milk and worse. They just added high fructose corn syrup to the worst parts of milk and fucking food coloring. To be clear, not saying that I would never drink juice, but I certainly wouldn't buy it. Shit's a ripoff. Water isn't free, but it's damn close to free. Hoya says, my ex made Nutella and banana milkshakes. That's crazy. That is the sweetest, most calories you've ever had. But it was also very good. Banana and Nutella. I have trouble placing that one. I'd try it. I mean, I'd try it, but I'm not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had one before me, I would sip it. To prove that it's safe for a cat to drink. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to actually make that for myself. I was supposed to add peanuts to Coca-Cola, I think. I don't like have peanuts, guys. I could definitely buy peanuts though, but that's like way more of a pain than buying a Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? Like buying one Coke, like a 2-liter of Coke, that shit'll be gone pretty fast. Even though I don't normally drink Coke, but buying like any amount of peanuts, I don't know, man, that's gonna take a while. Koya says, oh yeah, I heard about that, the peanuts and Coca-Cola thing. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be, but I'll give it a shot. I'll try anything. QB says, they say you're supposed to only eat 36 grams of sugar a day. I don't even know how much sugar I normally have. Not much. No sugar added, you know what I mean? But I'm sure the stuff that I eat has sugar in it. $36 grams of sugar. You probably can't even eat fruits. fruits are like loaded with that shit. Definitely can't have any fruit juice. QB saying says, so any soda or fruit juice exceeds that? Oh, for sure. Does a can of soda have more than 36 grams of sugar in it? That's a lot of fucking sugar for a can. Can of Coke. Okay. Nutrition, thank you. 39 grams. Yeah, it sure is more. Damn, that's crazy. Huey saying says, yeah, sugar added, you can eat fruits. I don't know. It depends what you mean by sugar added, I guess. Because, like, I don't add sugar to fucking any food. I've never added sugar to, like, anything that I've cooked. No, wait, I made a vanilla banana pudding thing once. Other than desserts that I've made, I've never added sugar to literally anything. Oh no, I've added sugar to tea as well. I usually do honey instead, which has sugar in it, right? But I mean, it basically is sugar, right? But I don't think I've had any sugar added to just about fucking anything. You know what I'm saying? But I eat all kinds of shit that, like, they added sugar to, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, yeah, just read the nutrition facts on it. But even for things that wouldn't have sugar added to it, or probably don't, like just like fucking beef and broccoli and shit like that, I would never add sugar to any of that either. QB saying says, I assume that the average American probably eats 100 to 200 grams of sugar a day at least. That's 2.5 to 5 cans of soda. Average American. I don't know, man. I think you're lowballing that by a lot. Because, like, how many Starbucks coffees do you think the average American has? Probably not one, but it's probably like a significant percentage of one. And that shit's gonna be like fucking 700 grams of sugar or some shit. You know what I mean? Like 40% of one Starbucks coffee is like fucking 250 grams by itself. QB Sand says the average gamer is probably 300 to 400 grams. All that fucking gamer subs and G Fuel. Wait, is that an artificial sweetener? Maybe they don't use actual sugar. Fuck. I almost cleaned that herb because I misclicked so hard. I don't know how I didn't clean that herb as well, to be honest. QB says, I knew a bunch of people who would drink a case of soda a day. Yeah, for sure. And by the way, at that point, you should just buy a 2-liter. It's cheaper. Often, not always. Sometimes you can get the cans on sale. You gotta check. Toys says all sorts of ready-made food contain sugar. Yeah. I would be surprised if there's any that doesn't. Anything that's frozen or whatever probably has sugar added to it. But I would have to look at it to see what it's like, because I just don't know. I usually only check the labels for like trans fat and saturated fat and shit. And even then, only like when I'm determining if I'm going to buy it. And then after I buy it once or twice, I never look at it again. It's like, yeah, no, it's fine. We determined it was fine and now it's still fine. I feel like I remember watching something recently, probably a meme, where somebody ordered like a cheese pizza with nothing. Like no dough, no sauce, just cheese. Oh my god, dude. I'm pretty sure I remember that being a thing. It's like, how the fuck do you want me to give you this? Oh, was it bread pizza left meat? I think I've seen some pictures of people buying like a receipt from like Burger King and get like a cheeseburger with no cheese, no burger, no bread, no tomato, no pickle. You know what I mean? Like literally just an empty bag with the receipt. Saku, do you know why people use the ranging cape for black chinchompas and stuff?
Or black chins.
Yeah, as opposed to like an assembler.
No idea.
Oya says, I want to sleep so bad, but the heat keeps me up. By the way, I got new curtains. Now I just need help getting them up. Oh my gosh, you can't even get your curtains up? Have you tried
There's an interesting
stroking the
property
shaft?
to the ranging cape.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Saku?
There's an interesting property to the ranging cape, but
Yeah?
it's irrelevant once you do animal magnetism quest.
Okay.
It's the only way to have an auto arrow retrieval without doing animal magnetism.
No, okay. Wait, if that's the case, then do you even need an assembler maxcape? I guess the assembler maxcape still gives you range strength that the maxcape wouldn't. Oh, you didn't like my stroking the shaft joke. Wait, what the fuck are those? This is to teleport. What the fuck is that? That's not level 30. Koya says, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even register a shaft joke. Damn. Koya hated my shaft joke so much it didn't even register. I'll never financially recover from this. Koya just says O in all caps. Koya says, wait, because of getting them up? Yes. Yes, Koya, because of getting them up. If I wanted to get my curtains up, I would work the shaft. When it's like, oh, all right, give me 1 second. It's like, no, Koya, it was a joke. Remember when the Hawk Tua girl launched her own cryptocurrency? Crazy. What a crazy world we live in. Do you think people still like the Hawk Tua girl? Or are they like, nah, fuck her, she rug pulled us with the cryptocurrency?
I think the people don't really like her anymore. They just like the meme.
Yeah, that's enough for them to like her, though, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it takes. That's why people bought the fucking cryptocurrency. That's why people lost money on that shit, you know what I mean? Because they liked the meme. Koya says, why do people like her in the first place? Because it was funny.
Selection.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Saku?
At that point, I would say natural selection.
Jesus Christ. Just no fucking sympathy whatsoever.
There's been many rug pulls of random ass cryptocurrency starting up.
Hmm.
Many documented cases.
Yeah, I understand. most people who fall for crypto rug pulls are not financially illiterate people. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, this is the first time that they invested in probably literally anything. So they don't know what they're doing. But I hear you. Sure. If they'd done their research, they wouldn't have done it, probably.
Yeah.
I still don't really blame the people. I definitely blame the people who are orchestrating the rug pull more so than the people who are investing. But we've had this conversation before as well. You'd be saying, since I feel like crypto people are more well off anyways. So she's really not hurting anyone at the end of the day? Some of them are, sure, but not all of them. I feel like the people who invest the most into it definitely are probably fine. But most people who invest into crypto stuff, I think only get the one coin or whatever, and they spend a significant portion of the amount of money that they have in order to make that happen. I think crypto is a tax on hope in the same way that the lottery is. I think a lot of people are hoping to make something out of it. And a lot of them are doing it with money that they don't necessarily have to lose as well. Especially earlier on in the crypto space, but even now. Koya says, nope. Many pour their family savings in the hope for a stroke of luck. That's basically what I was saying, Koya. Yep. Koya says, I'm somewhere in between. On the one hand, I'm like, okay, at this point, this can't be an honest mistake. But they purposely ran into that knife. I don't know about that one. And then Koya says, on the other hand, I do still feel sorry because getting financially fucked is just painful. Yeah, it's definitely not good. But yeah, in my opinion, it's very clear that most people do not know. Because if most people knew, they would know that most people lose money. That's just the way that shit works, right? By the time that you see the tweet, first of all, by the time the tweet is published, it's already too late. So by the time you see the tweet, it's way too late to be investing. You know, the ground floor is miles away. QB saying, says, like big picture, crypto scams are a first world problem. Oh, sure. If you're going to talk about people that are like in abject poverty or whatever, it probably doesn't affect them that much. Because they can't afford even one crypto token. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are like literally not able to like buy food to like make it through the day, they probably aren't worried about the crypto market. I don't know if that makes them not in the first world though, necessarily. But I think I understand what you're saying, like what you're actually trying to convey. It's a problem for people who have the money to lose. Whether or not they can like afford to lose the money notwithstanding, it's you have to have the money in order to lose it. Colia says, unfortunately, not only the first world, third world countries also get scammed. It's true. There is a crypto game where desperate third world people tried to pay their bills with it. It was a scam. Yeah, it's true. It does affect other people as well, but I think what QB saying, Kolia, isn't that there are no people in poverty that are affected by crypto, but by and large, crypto is a thing that affects people who actually have, you know, somewhere on the order of a few $1,000s to lose, right? If you don't have a few $1,000s, crypto can't affect you at all. Because like you just can't get a coin to lose the money to begin with, right? Like you like literally can't pay the entrance fee to suffer financial losses, I think is what QB Sane is saying. In which case I actually agree with QB Sane fully. Like, yeah, that makes sense. There are definitely circumstances like you're saying, Kolya, where it is not always the case, in that there's like, you know, play to earn crypto things and stuff like that. But like those are definitely small potatoes compared to the greater crypto space. Like that's not a representative group of people, you know what I mean? Those people are real and experiencing real losses and stuff like that, but it's definitely a minority of cases. Koyo says, oh yeah, fair. I read this very black and white, like it's only first world. Yeah, I don't think QB Sane was saying that specifically. I think they were, you know, being like hyperbolic about it a little bit. It's like on the scale of the problem. Like if we solve the problem at the first world level, then almost all of the problem is solved. You know what I mean? Like tuberculosis. You know what I mean? Like if we solve the vast majority of it, it's almost completely done, but it's not actually cured, right? We've almost solved tuberculosis, but we haven't yet. You know what I mean? Like it's mostly done, but it's not done, right? Like we definitely need to like lock in and finish it up, but it's like mostly there, you know? One of those kind of situations. You guys like tuberculosis? You shouldn't. It's terrible. Well, he says, I know the term, but I don't know what it does to the body. It's used to be known as consumption. It's one of the oldest diseases, infectious diseases as well, that has like plagued humanity. I only mentioned tuberculosis because it's like so much like it's so culturally relevant to me as an individual, if that makes sense. It's culturally relevant is a bad term, but it's like such a consistent talking point because of the Vlog brothers. John Green? I believe John Green has a book about tuberculosis. Hank Green is the science guy. John Green's the writer, I believe. Well, I mean, they both do more than... You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Whatever. They're both YouTubers. Realistically. Chloe says, wait, is that the salesman disease? For lack of better words? You said sail as in like a sailor, so I'm gonna say no. I think you're thinking of like scurvy. Or maybe gout. Which is, no, that is not what tuberculosis is. Chloe says, wait. Is that the... Oh, no, wait. I read that already. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, no. You're probably thinking of scurvy. Like the vitamin C one? No, that's scurvy. And gout is like... In a way, it's similar to scurvy in that it's like diet related, but... It's different. You get gout from eating a bad variety of foods, basically. As opposed to just not having vitamin C, which is what scurvy is. Or citrus things. I think it's specifically vitamin C, but it might just be like generally citrus stuff. All right, Saku, if you were born in the era of... Let's see. Like medieval times, right?
Yeah.
What would be the thing that killed you? What's your cause of death?
Probably wolf or bear.
Damn. A wolf or a bear? That's kind of metal. Way better than just dying of dysentery. Agathos' death by frog? What, did he think it was going to give him, like, eternal youth or something? Like, why did he die to a frog, Agathazo? Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Fucking Saku got snake oiled to death. Agathos' classic fairy tale stuff, dying to frog. Yo, look at this clue doer. Look at him go. Hold on. Gonna hit him with a GL. Gook. Oh, hey, it's that guy again. QB saying his direct hit from Cannonball. That's fucking awesome. Agadasa says, so are you going to go straight for 9900 or are you going to take a break at a certain level? I don't see any reason to take a break. I mean, we'll take a break whenever my hand hurts. But other than that, no, I think this is going to be the thing that we do. We'll do like mining when Savage is around. But as far as like do a different grind other than this, like, no, this is it. I mean, it's going pretty well. We're like kind of doing it. The plan is between today and the next stream on Tuesday, we try to figure out how to do the other method. I could also see how the XP rate seems good. It definitely could be better, to be honest. But we're doing all right. Wait, what was your name? It was like Fat Cock. Awesome. Good for you. QB says, this is the only game that gives me carpal tunnel? Yeah. Yeah. It's a real problem in RuneScape. I've had carpal tunnel from other games too. But this one's definitely triggered it more than anything else. And I think it's very important that you take breaks. To me, as soon as it starts to hurt, realistically, you should stop. But, you know, being that I'm doing the whole stream thing, I don't really stop in so much as like slow down and do something different. In this case, I would probably go and do Winter Todd, for example. But we're going to be wrapping up in the next 30 minutes. Switching to Apex Legends, so not too worried about today. Saki, do you want to learn some rice facts?
Sure.
Monkey Boy says that rice is sensitive to temperatures below 12 degrees Celsius. Snowing takes place once the daily average temperature is reliably above this. Sowing. 12 degrees Celsius is not low enough for snow. Guys, zero is when snow happens. Well, sort of. The atmosphere can be, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So sowing, which is when you're planting seeds, sowing takes place when the daily average temperature is reliably above this limit. Average temperatures below that reduce growth. If sustained for over 4 days, germination and seeding, I'm just going to click on it, are harmed and seedlings may die. In larger plants subjected to cold, rice blast is encouraged, seriously reducing yield. As of 2022, researchers continue to study the mechanisms of chilling tolerance in rice and its genetic basis. Rice blast is encouraged? What the fuck does that mean? Saku, what is a rice blast? Did that guy just try to follow me? Oh my god, he's doing the glue with his Din's bulwark. That guy's crazy. That's metal as hell. Holy shit. I should reset though, since I do have 1.4 mil. I figured I'd tell him that that's what I have, but I'm not going to tell him that that's what I have and then stay there. You know what I mean? We don't trust that much. That's too much trust. 500 chins though? That's pretty fucking good. Saku, do you know about Corp?
Or
Can you just go to Corp's lair if you're teleblocked? Or do you need to, like, not be teleblocked to enter the cave?
I assume they probably did a non-teleblock policy there.
Because it's not a PvP area, right? So that you could, in theory, just, like, go there, right?
In theory.
But if you're being chased, I imagine they wouldn't let you go there for some reason, right? Something's going to stop you. Because otherwise, I mean, like, you can pull the lever. Actually, I don't know that you can pull the lever, but can't you pull the lever if you're going to KBD, even if you're teleblocked? I've never been teleblocked, I guess.
You can't pull the lever to go to KDPD when teleblocked.
Yeah. Okay. It is a teleport that you go through, so I guess that makes sense, but I just kind of assumed that it would work, but so I tried Spindel, Saku, as an escape method. It would have been fine, but Spindel's fucking acid patch, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like ground web shit. Drain's Prayer. And I got frozen standing on that shit, and that was bad. That sucked. Don't recommend it. If not for that, though, it would be fine, but Spindel consistently targeted me with that shit, so it's not very good. I definitely recommend not doing that shit. It's a thumbs down from me, dog. I love that that guy's wearing the jester boots. Probably better than the boots that I'm wearing because it gives a magic bonus. If I had to guess, it gives a magic bonus. I guess I don't know that. Wiki. Yeah, +5 magic defense. PB saying says, do you ever use Fashionscape? Ever? Yes, very, very rarely. If I'm trapped in free to play for some reason, I'll wear my black. You can see it in my bank on the plugin, right? There's a gift tab that has it's like a black scimitar or whatever. You can see I've got like gilded armor. I don't really use the cheese armor. I usually use the black trimmed. That was the first gift I think I ever got on RuneScape. Shout out to Work's third leg. Well, the first armor gift. Warren Soul gave me my first bond, which would have been right around the same time. It might have been just after that, but it could have been just before as well. And then I believe Move Over gave me the gilded armor. It's a little hard to say because they were in chat at the time, but their in-game name was like, I don't remember their in-game name, but they said muffled shoe noises. There's actually a clip of them giving me the gilded armor. Not on the Twitch page though, I don't think. It's on the YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, that was way, way, way back in free to play. I'm not as much a new player now. QB saying says the plugin, I mean, I did not know there was such a thing. So no. Saki, what's your favorite Fashionscape set? Is it the one that you have with the cane and stuff?
Yeah, I've been using Black Elegant with cane and the top hat.
Mm-hmm. Is that your favorite though, or is that just what you have?
That's probably what I have, but I don't know what would be my favorite then.
I see. Fair dues. QB sense basically your character can have any outfit on, sure. That makes sense. No, I don't use it. It's interesting though. Good for YouTube content. I, however, am not a YouTuber. I just have a VOD channel with clips. And then I make the VODs, aka stream. Yeah, you know, we're making VODs right now. What are you doing over there? I'm making piss. You're still playing Honkai Star Rail, right, Saku?
Actually dropped out of it this week.
Really? Like, did something happen, or are you just like, nah, I'm good?
I got tired of it.
Yeah.
I would just log in every day to do daily stuff, not even the new quests and whatnot.
Okay.
Like, what's the point?
There is no point. That's the thing. They want to trap you in the trap. They want you to stay in the ecosystem. There is no point to anything. There's just artificial progression. It just gives you a sense of accomplishing something without actually ever doing anything. They want to keep you dumb. They want to keep you satisfied. They don't want you to they don't want you to learn a new language and speak to new people and see new things. It's the government, Saku. The government's out to get you.
I don't think it's that magical.
I mean, I mostly agree with you, but I actually do think that there is something to that. To be honest, I just don't think I don't think the government's responsible for that. But the rest of it's like, yeah, no, it's like pretty accurate. They just want you to feel like you're doing something. They want you to stay in the ecosystem so you buy stuff. No, I didn't change the name of the stream. Shit. That's fine. That was one of the things I was supposed to do, but whatever. Fuck it. Guys, I was real tired. You gotta understand. Someone this tired doesn't know how to change their stream title. They can't do it. It's not possible. Did you ever end up trying Ultron, Saku?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we spoke about this before. I remember asking you about Ultron, but I don't know if you had tried him at that time.
He's a DPS with a heal side ability.
Yeah. You played Iron Man for a while though, so that might be like more your speed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna dethrone Rocket for you, but still, something. Can't always be Rocket, just most of the time. Naku, if you were on a vacation, let's say in Japan, what would be the first thing that you did?
If I went to Japan specifically, chances are I'd go visit the Cat Island.
That makes sense. Shout out to the Cat Island. It's hard to say what I would do. I'm like the worst when it comes to travel, you know? I feel like I wouldn't do fucking anything. I don't like
Yeah,
to...
you'd have to plan what you're doing beforehand.
Not even. For me, I mean, I guess planning it would help. But like, if I'm doing it by myself, while planning it would definitely give me things to do, I would also be like, I could just as easily wake up that day and be like, fuck it, we're not doing any of this. I would eat food. That's what I would do. I would go to a restaurant. Guaranteed, probably at some point, I would probably eat at a restaurant or something. Maybe not like a restaurant, because I don't like sitting down at restaurants by myself, but getting like, what the fuck are they called? Like, what's the equivalent of a hot dog stand in Japan? You know what I mean? Like one of those stands that you like walk up to and you get the food and then you can like leave. You know what I mean? Like walking food or whatever, that kind of shit. Fucking Oban or fucking Yukata season summer festival type shit. One of those. Foreigners welcome to that shit? I don't know. I've seen that shit in anime all the time, but I've never seen a black guy, you know what I mean? Never once. Have I seen a black guy in attendance? Usually black people are like a fucking set piece or something, basically. Like they're to communicate a very specific thing in anime. Fucking love black people in anime. They're fucking hilarious. Sometimes they give them octopus lips. Is that fucking weird? What's up with that? I mean, it's a little true, I guess, but like, damn. All right. What if you were somewhere else? What if you were in like India?
I don't know what to visit there.
I don't know very much about India, but there's like a lot of like cultural, like historical sites. Those might be cool to see, I guess. There's not India, but I think it's the, oh man, is it Aztec or Mayan? I'm not sure. But there's one of those pyramids where if you clap at it, it makes like a funny noise echoing back at you. That's kind of cool. I don't think I would go there for that, but if I was already there, you know what I mean? Like that'd be kind of cool. I would yell Red Robins at it. I want to see if it says yum to me. Did the Mayans know about marketing slogans in the 2000s? Archaeologists just don't understand. Number 11. All right, Saku. Let's say you can't eat normal food anymore. You can only survive off of poisonous foods. What poisonous foods do you eat?
I would die because I don't have anything poisonous nearby. But probably mushrooms.
Oh shit, Saku's going on a fucking trip. Saku's gonna meet God. Oh my god, dude. I was thinking like a blowfish because apparently that shit is like an extreme delicacy or whatever. And the problem is, right, if you don't cut it right or whatever, it is extremely poisonous, right? But if you can only eat poison, then you could just fucking bite into the shit, right? It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So I imagine that would be kind of cool. I like mushrooms as an answer though. Just go all the way in. You're gonna go on a trip. Alright, well. These Champa suck. We're leaving. We're going home. With my 500,000 gold. How much money did we make today? 2.8 mil? We lost like 600k. We got killed one good time. That Spindell thing I was telling you about earlier. But generally, not bad. Pretty sure we did our dailies, so no need to do anything. We'll just be here. For the next time we do stuff. Oh my god, one of the Dagonoth pets. What a fucking tragedy.